Let's talk about new criticism. In new criticism, everything you need to analyze the deeper meaning of the text is the text itself. For The Lord of the Flies, you do not need to know the authorial background of William Golding or the historical context of the novel to analyze it for any sort of meaning. New critics affirm that the analysis should come solely from the words, characters, and actions in the book itself. It is your job as a literary critic to examine all of the things English teachers have been asking you to do for years. Analyze imagery, metaphor, allusion, word choice, and characterization to find the meaning in the novel. New critics believe the deeper meaning and significance of a novel or poem is universal. It is fixed and inherent within the text. It does not change, and you as the reader have no part in creating meaning. You only discover what is already there. Finding the meaning within the text itself is so important that the author's original intent or purpose of his or her novel should not be considered when examining the text. An important term to remember is intentional fallacy. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, it describes the problem inherent in trying to judge a work of art by assuming the intent or purpose of the author who created it. According to the literary criticism guru Donald Hall, the literary critic should not search for ultimate meanings in text by probing what their creators intended. It is important for a few reasons. 1. Authors do not always understand or be fully conscious of every detail and aspect of their work. 2. Texts have meanings beyond their authors. And 3. The text itself must support its own meaning. Another important principle of new criticism revolves around the formal aspects of literature. New critics believe literature needs to be examined and studied differently than, say, a presidential speech or a legal document. In literature, we study specific items such as imagery, stanza breaks in poems, and themes. These represent those formal aspects of studying literature that distinguishes it from anything else. It is also genre-specific. In music, you would analyze the lyrics and themes of a 2 Chainz song differently than the country music of Luke Bryan. It is the same with literature. Poems cannot be analyzed using the same terms and definitions as a play. It almost makes the analysis more scientific because a critic can focus on the more technical tools of literary analysis such as rhyme scheme or the definition of a motif. Finally, new critics believe that close reading rocks. When following this criticism, you must closely read and reread the text and examine the language and details in order to fully analyze the meaning. Overall, as a new critic, you need to apply the analysis skills you have learned in English class and find and support the universal meaning using the text itself. And this is what new criticism is all about.